to the Dangerous Dawgs Show Live! Hosted by Dangerous Dog and Doug the Rock Dog! Let the dogs out!
Thank you all for being here. It is Friday night. It's probably Friday or Saturday morning for some of you, wherever you are. But this is a very special edition of the Dangerous Dawgs. We did this because a certain man from Montreal dropped a killer video today. And we're going to talk about that and a lot of other shit. So welcome Peter Cat from the band Playhouse, the band Peter Cat and the Midnight Choir, Peter Cat and the Vampire Academy, Peter Cat and the whatever else is next.
As long as there's a cat to be found.
Rock Dog, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing great, brother. Just glad to be here and happy to finally get to talk with Peter Cat here.
All right. So Peter, we're gonna start with tell us the story of Rosalie.
First of all, thank you both Dougs for having me here, and good evening to the beautiful Misty. Nice to be here. I have to say that, right? I mean, what was the question? Rosalie. You know, I just wrote that song I was sitting on my couch and I kind of wrote the whole thing in about 5 minutes. And then I kind of demoed it and I never thought about it seriously again. The lyrics are just about every, love story that has a sad ending, right? It's a very simple lyric. And I think a lot of people will relate to that. And I kind of did that on purpose because, you know, I do tend to write in metaphors a lot of the time. So that's what it's like. And literally, I wrote it on this couch with this guitar, still with the tag on.
He still has the tag on.
Or is that like the hat thing where they have the little tags on them all the time?
No, it was just this guitar.
No, I heard that a Guitar Center in Montreal is looking for it still.
Busted. No. When I went to Cape Town, South Africa 2 years ago. As soon as I got off the plane, I was going to be there for 3 weeks. So I had to buy a guitar. So I bought this baby and brought it back with me and kept the tag on. And I wrote Rosalie on this guitar amongst other songs you'll never hear.
So is that going to be a tag for eternity?
Yeah, definitely. Until Doug inherits it one day after I'm long gone. So.
You're not going to talk about me still being here after you're gone. That's.
But will you be dancing at funerals when that happens? Will you?
See, now you're going to pull at the heartstrings. I happen to be. My Playhouse shirt was dirty today, so I had to wear the where it all started for us was with RFL.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole other story. So, is Rosalie an actual person?
Yes,
or
sir.
Is it based on a person in your past?
It was inspired by a person, and the lyrics were changed over the course of the production to make it into a simple story. I wanted it to be simple so people could understand it. And it's a real person.
So we go through this just about every time you put something new out, because this is a typical Peter Cat conversation. Yeah.
Beat around the bush?
No, he does this like, well, I'm not really feeling it, but I hope you guys like it. And it ends up being fucking amazing. He's like, well, okay, well, I guess it'll grow on me eventually.
You know what? I don't want to burst the bubble, but you know, like when you're younger and you think of, like, for me, it was like Kiss. How did Kiss write that song? Were they standing like in a dungeon's pit and there were dragons, right?
They were probably on the shitter.
Exactly. There we go. There we go. That's the honest truth right there. Or right after the shit, either one. So it's not that I'm being dismissive of the song so much, Doug, as it is. Well, I was just watching Game of Thrones and I was strumming my guitar and I started singing Rosalie. You know, I wish it was deeper than that, but unfortunately, so.
But the cool thing is it doesn't have to be, because the song is whatever you want it to be. And I know we talk occasionally about, like, when the lyric video came out, the numbers of views. I haven't really checked since the official video dropped today, but you know, people like what you do, and this has, like, you and I both talked about a million times, it kind of has a Mellencamp kind of feel to it. And the video even brings that out even more with the Midwest. You would think it was filmed in a Midwest city, like where Doug's at, but it's basically up there where you are. And it looks like, wow, that looks like a small American town. Great video, dude.
Thanks, buddy. So everything, I think I would say 80% of everything that I've ever written or written with someone started on an acoustic guitar, right? And then you turn into this big rock number. And I always thought I was writing kind of like John Cougar stuff. It just happened to be translated into the Playhouse sound, would say. That is the sound. So for me to be doing this kind of style seems natural. It actually seems more natural than singing in a hard rock band. But
How's that?
I still love. It's more true to my sound in my head, what I want,
Okay.
than because I've done some pretty big rock songs, and this is basically, you know, stripping it down to an acoustic guitar and bass and drums and a bit of keyboard.
So do you usually, like, when you write, you usually just do it with acoustic?
No, I have a piano right here in the hallway. from here to the shitter. Okay, I'm gonna finally come clean with the story, because I told the story last night to someone for probably like the 20th time to someone, and I never tell them the truth how I wrote Vampires, but I'm gonna say it to everyone tonight. You ever heard the song Vampires that I released a few years ago?
Love it.
I was watching the Vampire, what do they call that? The Vampire Interview with the Vampire, the TV series.
Oh, I haven't seen
So
that yet.
going, you know, I'm just on a brief little interlude here,
Yeah.
because Peter and I talked quite a bit before Vampires came out.
Dude, Vampires is your fault. You're the one who told.
This man apparently, to me, through discussions, was scared shitless to do a solo thing away from Playhouse. And here's the thing with you, dude, is like every time you present something, you have this like hesitation, like, are people gonna like it? And you know what? If you haven't noticed, since I've known you, since going back to dancing at funerals, people like what the fuck you do. And I don't mind saying that.
Well, on that note, I did have a follow-up question about the acoustic thing.
Mhm.
Have you thought about doing like an acoustic album?
No. Just because I'm just starting this kind of sound, I would do a semi-acoustic album, because I think the acoustic will take, you know, front seat. Necessarily, to be honest, if I could afford to do an acoustic album, I would. Yes, if I could afford to. But that means
It's
you go
just
to
an interesting thought, and just a question that I just wanted to put in there.
No, it's a good question. Perfect.
I know Rock Dog's got some questions.
I'm just fascinated by the stories, and I figured, you wrote the song in 5 minutes on that couch with that guitar. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering if you're gonna create another song that's gonna be as wonderful as that song is, sitting here on the show for the next 5 minutes.
He's
we
already
can be
wrote
your
it.
we can be your backup singers.
Uh, um, yeah.
Dog.
So something I've always wanted to know, because I don't know much about you. Sorry, I've been learning about you over the years and that. And is Peter Katz your actual name, or is that a stage name?
Um, it's a stage name. So
And why did you come up with that?
because it was 1986,
I don't even know this story.
and I played my first show. I was, I don't know, 16, 17. And I came out and I yelled out my real name, which sounded really dumb. And so basically, Peter in French is Pierre.
Hmm.
No, Peter in English is Pierre. So my real name is Pierre. So all my English friends in Canada call me Peter. And then the club owner said to me, "You move like a cat on stage." So there it is, Peter Cat.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. And yeah, we all had cool names back then. It was the 80s, right? You know, Bobby Doll, Peter Cat, CC DeVille, all that stuff.
So, what first inspired you at the very beginning in the '80s to do this, to become a singer and a performer?
80s. It was more like 1975, 76.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was
Five.
I took piano lessons and stuff. But one day my brother came home from the mall around lunchtime on the Saturday, and he was holding Kiss Alive, the album in his hand.
Uh,
Wow.
Now you guys have seen the cover of Kiss Alive, right? So that was a game changer. Right there, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's simple.
Right on.
Yeah.
So,
and for
what
me,
made So what made Playhouse? I'm going to go back to Playhouse for a moment. What
Mm.
made Playhouse different from other glam rock bands of the era?
We were friggin' awesome. I won't lie. We were awesome. Um, Back then, there was something different about us. We had that little something extra. It's hard to pinpoint because I'm in the band, but I knew there was something different. It could have been my voice. It could have been the way we wrote songs. But we were an incredible live act, and that's what made us so popular for a little while.
And still are, because you're just incredible, in my opinion.
I can tell
Yeah,
you this from looking back on, and this is after knowing you for a while, going back to the early footage of you guys from the late '80s and early '90s. You guys just looked like you were ready to take on the entire world, which I think in coming from, and that to me is what was missing after the '80s hair metal died off, is that bands at that time were going to put on the biggest show of their life, even if there were only three people there. They didn't just go up there in their street clothes and play songs. You guys did it. You performed. You ran around stage. You did crazy shit. And to me, that's looking back on the old footage of you guys. I'm like, there's no wonder why these guys are still doing it.
yeah, man, those were some great wild times, and we were all in. We were all in. I mean, quitting school, quitting jobs just to do it full time, and having a blast doing it. It's quite a ride, and I'm happy it happened to us. We were fortunate um, to have a bit of success, and have a lot of fun, and it's amazing that we're still a band today, 39 years later. That's the
Well, let's switch gears here. I wanted to ask you because I don't think you guys have done a live show yet. Your cover band that you guys have going together now.
mhm. You want to ask me about the cover band?
Outlaws and Angels.
That is just me with a bunch of friends. I put it together a cover band just because I want to use my voice. I just want to stand on stage and sing because in a cover band, I'm not required to jump around and act crazy. I can just stand there and sing properly. And I want to give my. It's
You're
true.
so full of you're so full of shit right now.
I'm telling you the truth, bro. It's like I just want to sing. Like my whole life, I've been the jester up front, and I just want to stand there and sing and enjoy my voice. Yeah, and just enjoy the time.
Chat. Are there any questions going on?
I'm asking. Sorry.
Just be able to sing in front of people and sing for myself. That's why I put together the cover band.
So, are you guys doing music from all eras? Just your favorites, that kind of stuff?
We're doing pretty much everything from Springsteen, Mellencamp, Poison, Bon Jovi, The Killers, the Stones, Bryan Adams. We're doing everyone. It's like a jukebox.
I would love to hear you do a stripped down version of "Every Rose Has Its Thorn" if you could do that.
Just go to YouTube. It's right there, bro. Me in 1991 singing Every Rose. But
No,
yeah,
I mean with your current setup that you've got.
sure, I can do that song. It's pretty
Because your voice has like gotten better to me over the years. So there's that.
I've never claimed to have a good voice. That's one thing I never claimed to have is a good voice. I'm
Well, you
just
don't
the
have to claim it. Everybody else
Yeah,
does.
we'll claim it for you. Just like with anything
No,
else.
I'm not saying that.
Seriously, this guy is the guy that's like, well, I
Just take the damn compliment.
Fucking people love what you do. That's what I've been trying to tell this guy for however many years now that we've known each other. What, going on 4, almost 5 now?
Yeah, it's. I'm not saying that to get compliments, or I'm just saying it because, yeah, I don't never thought of myself as a singer. I'm more of an interpreter of the words.
I can tell you this, like we were talking about the whole different, direction you've gone in and all that, but you could do an acoustic album and people are still going to go, well, you know what? That's Peter Cat from Playhouse. That's his sound. It's you have a sound.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can't be mistaken for other people. I'll tell you that too. That's when you first sent me the Dancing at Funerals before it came out, when we were trying to get stuff going. I'm like, these guys are amazing. They don't sound like anybody else. They have characteristics of different bands, but they don't.
A uniqueness.
And each song on that album, which still to me is one of my top 5 albums of my lifetime.
Thank you.
It has such a vibe to it. You go through every fucking emotion a human being can go through in one album. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, Peter did not pay me to say that.
Well, I always wondered when you do with the when you do the songwriting and stuff, and when you're sitting on the couch and you're doing you created a song in 5 minutes. Is it you get the story in your head first, or you just pluck on your guitar and you have the melody first, then you put the lyrics in, or?
Okay, so Playhouse, I don't know if anyone's ever noticed this. We're all about the vocal melody. Everything else takes backseat to it. If the melody is not catchy, doesn't matter what the guitars are doing, we always go for the vocal melody first, and then we work backwards. So how it usually works in Playhouse is they'll present a piece of music, And if I sing something extremely catchy over it, then we start moving forward. If I don't, we scrap it. So the melody comes first. But when you're writing a melody, you're scatting. So you're going, la, 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 and then you just start coming up with words, and you kind of have the sketch of it. And from there, you either continue and finish the song, or like me, you just kind of stop after 2 minutes and you go, okay. And then when I got to look for a song, I literally right now have 427 song ideas on my phone.
Oh wow.
And that's what I wanted to say about Rosalie. Rosalie wasn't calculated at all. What happened with Rosalie was I got free studio time to record a song. And when I got the call from my producer Kevin,
Kevin
when are we going to record the song? He goes, do you have a song? Now I have 400 and something songs. So I'm like, I'm not looking through any of that. I think I have 2 songs that are recorded decently, beginning and end. And one of them happened to be Rosalie. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sending him that. I don't think he's gonna like it. And then he called me back. He's like, dude, this is happening. Let's do it. And that was it.
Right on.
Yeah. So the answer to your question is melodies first, music second, lyrics third.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I take a second here to just acknowledge there's a little bit of activity going on in the chat. Figo, our brother from King Ern in Berlin, Germany, he's still awake, and he's probably drunk. And if he's not drunk, he must not be feeling well.
Let's hope he's drunk.
We got Caveman Casanova doing a shout out, who we played his music tonight.
Great new song. Yes, that was a
great.
Yo.
Fabulous Phil, who's sitting behind us back here.
Fabulous Phil.
Real quick, just a not so shameless plug. He brought me a belated birthday gift, and he knows how much I've been into the ICP style music lately.
Stuff.
He brought me a couple 4-packs of Fago, which I have yet to try.
What is that?
Fago.
Beer?
It's a soda that made famous by Insane Clown Posse. It's a bottling company in Michigan that they have a million flavors of soda, and for some reason, ICP made it famous by dousing their fans during their shows.
They call it Fago Showers.
Fago Showers. This particular flavor is firework. It's like a bomb pop. Can't wait to try it. Maybe with some rum. But anyway, we'll get back on track here. So, Peter, we have something else in the works. The next single. Plus, you have Playhouse stuff coming up, shows in September. Yes. I mean, you like to stay busy, obviously.
Yes, sir.
And thank God for that. We just love what you do. And has anyone asked any questions? Or?
Yes, Fabulous Phil is
Let's
asking.
go, Phil.
What is the biggest lesson you've learned from your very first music influence or teacher?
Oh, he stumped him. Must be closer or something.
Come on into the party. Everybody's welcome.
The biggest thing is, if you're gonna do it for real, be all in. Everything, all in. Give up everything, shut everyone out, and get it done. Because if you do that, you'll take over the world.
Right on.
That's awesome. And you know what? I'm not surprised at that answer. Just knowing your work ethic and everything else. Here's another question.
Sure.
You don't even have to answer it because I know it's kind of sometimes a touchy thing. Will there be another Playhouse recording?
I would love there to be another record. I would love there to be one more record in us. That is the $1 million question. If there is another record in us, I'm hoping it comes out next year. It's very uncertain at this point. But I think we have one more record. It's like, was dancing at funerals a fluke, or can we do it twice? You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you, I can answer that as a fan and a dear friend. Again,
There's no way that was a fluke. I mean, no way. Every
exactly.
song was killer.
And for me, I've always thought in my head how what now Queensryche has what now 3 Operation Mind Crimes.
Yeah.
You guys could actually, and this is just me, I might be speaking out my ass as a fan. You guys could do it again and again and again, because the EPs that have come out since, the songs that have come out since, you guys are still on point and on that level. Like Promises, I get that song stuck in my head and it won't go away. So yes, and I'll answer that for you. Yes, you could do it again.
Yes.
You could do it twice over.
What I'd like to write is, I would love to write a collection of songs that strong again, if not stronger, you know? So that would be the challenge. But yeah.
I don't think it'd be much of a challenge, honestly. I
The
think whatever you
challenge
write
is
turns.
taking all those great songs and doing an acoustic album.
Yeah. You know what? All jokes aside, acoustic album would be the most economically viable album for me to do right now. Because you don't need much, right? You just need a couple guitars, a backup singer, you, and that's it. You're good to go. I can do it in 2 days, the album.
Right,
the
because
recording
you have Kevin and his wife could sing backup like she's done it a few times with you guys.
She's done it every time, it seems.
She's amazing. Just you give her a shout out for especially
Elizabeth
for
Lopez Darman. Thank you. She's everywhere. I think she sings on like 80% of all Playo songs. So
yeah, let's give Kevin Jardine a shout out, because he is, I don't know, I think it's like the old how Eddie Kramer was in the early Kiss, just knew how to bring out the absolute most kick-ass stuff in you guys, and you with your solo stuff.
We have another question.
Okay, what's the question? She's got a question. Or they have a question.
What happened to the question? Did they erase it?
I don't know. It looked like it just disappeared.
I know.
Okay,
We
well,
like the questions.
Oh, it said, what's Peter Cat's favorite candy bar?
Oh yeah.
That is like the best question I've ever had.
That's the typical.
For me, that's a
that is my stoner starving question.
No, that is her signature question on every interview.
I was stoned and starving. I asked it once. Now it's become my question.
It caught on. It definitely caught on.
Okay, what is it? We're
Okay,
dying.
so I've had 5 seconds, rest of your life. You got to choose now. Reese's Pieces.
Oh, like E.T.
No, but here, E.T. had the little candy ones. I'm talking about the round one.
Oh,
you know,
the Reese's peanut butter cup, not
That
the
one.
pieces.
Not the pieces.
like
The cup.
See, Peter, we have a lot more in common than we ever thought.
See, I always tell people that Dangerous Doug is only dangerous around cheesecake, but if it's a Reese's cheesecake, he might cut a motherfucker.
Right. I feel you there, brother. Yeah, Reese's Pieces, definitely.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
There we go. That again.
Peter wasn't drinking rum before this, or
I'm like, they're not supposed to be pieces. They're like big cups, man.
So when is let's talk about let's go back to Playhouse. I always do, whether or not people like it. I don't care. You guys have a show coming up in September.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got it back, but finish that question.
Oh,
first.
so tell us the what, the when, and the where, and we need to get a passport. I gotta go up and I have to see a Playhouse concert in my lifetime.
Me too.
I have
man.
We're playing our first show in 2 years. Saturday, September 26th, at a place called, very famous place called the Petit Campus, which means small campus. And Clever Eights are opening up for us. Show starts at 7:30. I guess tickets are like $20 online. And
Better hurry up, guys.
That's a steal.
I'm hoping more than 10 people show up. Yeah.
So with that being said, Peter, I believe your last several shows that you guys have played, and isn't that the same venue you played your last show? Montreal shows up for you guys.
Yeah, every time. Every time.
That's because you're badass.
No, it's because we play selectively, and we play like twice a year. And in this city, we're considered somewhat of a legacy band because it's the same people that followed us 30 years ago.
So you are a delicacy.
I guess.
He'll never say it, but the girls.
You're
do.
so humble, Peter. Okay, here's the question from Mark McIntosh. I am the guitarist from Liminal Dawn.
Oh, New Zealand. That's my boy right there. Okay.
Do you start songs with a riff? Sorry, I had spelling mistake and deleted my bad. What's your main songwriting process?
Always with a riff, always with a guitar. Like for me, the guitar is the best instrument ever. So I do write songs on piano, but a guitar. Like to me, the guitar starts it, and then you write the vocal melody. And then you can adjust the guitar for me according to the melody, but always start with the riff. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mark, for that question.
Yes, that was a
Thank you, Mark.
We love
Good question, Mark. Good question.
Any more questions? Just put them in the chat, guys.
Yeah, Peter, follow Liminal Dawn. They're from New Zealand. They're excellent.
Send me the link, man. I can barely remember the lyrics to my song. So.
Oh, okay.
That's
So going back down memory line. I'm sorry, Doug. Do you have anything, or you just chilling?
Well, I just know that you asked him a little while ago, a couple of eons ago, about what's coming up next, and then there was no answer, and then you moved on to another question. So I was wanting to know what is coming up next.
For what? For me alone?
Yeah, for you. What's next? You got another song coming out, or?
Okay, so this is a true story, and this is how my brain works. So on the phone that I'm actually talking to you on, there's 420 song ideas. And I spent the last month, opposed to listening to those ideas, trying to write a new song that will be the next single after Rosalie. And in the last month, I've written nothing. There we go.
Okay.
So
I've been sitting here night after night with this guitar, and I can't write a thing.
Can I offer you a suggestion, Peter?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So when you do your next single, can you just call it Peter Cat? Because when we're trying to do press for you and you make up a new band name every time, it's kind of like hard to, when you don't have a page for each band, it's kind of hard to do the whole promotional shit.
It's funny because after I gave you the Midnight Choir part, the next day I had seller's remorse. I was like, why did I say that? Because last time I was the Vampire Academy, this time I'm Midnight Choir.
The Vampire Academy actually worked for that particular song. So every time you decide to do a vampire theme song, obviously that band name
I thought
will
the
work.
Midnight Choir came from the Vampire Academy. You just met a bunch of people that could sing with you.
Good point. That is a really
At
good point.
midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it all ties into the vampire.
You know what I did that for? I think because I didn't want to take the blame myself. So I'm like, Peter Cat and the Midnight Choir. It's their fault.
Hey, if you don't like
It's their fault. It sucks.
if you don't like the song, it's the Midnight Choir's fault. not mine.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that was the real catalyst of that name.
So it's Peter
Yes,
Cat
because
and the
I'm telling
Patsies.
you, no matter what you do, whether it's Playhouse or Peter Cat and the Crazy Assholes, whatever the band name is, it's still Peter Cat.
Yeah,
And
so we'll
that
just
is
keep it.
that is zero slight to the boys in Playhouse because I love all those guys. I love Eric and KK and Danny and whoever, whether it be Steve Creep or Sam on drums. It's a great fucking band, but we know the voice in most bands is what people relate to. And you've kind of built that legacy and you can't really change it.
No, I'm not trying to change it. I thank you so much for saying that. I just like writing songs, to be honest. To me, writing songs is the best thing ever. So if I write something that I think is worth someone hearing, then I like to share it. You know?
Well, I think we need a collaboration with Peter Cat and Mechanic A.
What's Mechanic A, bro?
I remember
Mechanic A is
we
our
were
good buddy from
yes,
Canada.
and when we did one of those like free for all interviews, you guys were both on there at one time.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, the guy from Ontario.
yes,
He's
that
from the
guy.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tag him to see if he jumps on here because he is always fun to chat with.
Well,
just
there's one song I always wanted to hear the story about.
yeah.
And I want it's back at Playhouse again.
Mhm.
And I tell you what, all right, Playhouse, Let Me Into Heaven. The song, first time I heard it, made me cry. So damn you for making me cry because I hate crying.
Sorry, man.
But you made me think about my mom. But I wanted
Yeah.
to know the story, your story behind this song.
Last summer, my bass player started sending me music, and we wrote 7 new songs. But what was different about us writing this time, instead of me naming the songs, he was sending me blank music, just chord changes, orchestration, and he'd be like, "This song is called this." So now he sent me this blank music with a title, and I have to fill everything in. So all the stuff he sent me was really cool. It was all guitar-driven stuff. And then he said to me, "I'm going to send you something now that is totally different." So he sent me this orchestration of music with a really weird drum beat. It's called a trap beat. Do you guys know what a trap beat is?
Mm-hmm.
Doug probably does because he's a drummer. So
It's like a hip hop thing. Like it's
Yeah.
really weird. Anyways, yeah, some hip hop thing. Anyways, he sends me a piece of music. I'm just listening to it for days and days and days, not writing a melody to it. And then one night I went to bed and I sat in my bed. As I was going to sleep, I wrote all the lyrics in one go and the melody. And I sang it into my phone and I went to sleep.
Was it
And
like a private story? Someone that was like close to
oh,
you?
the actual story. It was based on loss and also someone who would want to reconnect with someone they loved on the other side.
Right.
And they would go to any ends to make that happen. So again, a lot of the lyrics are kind of abstract, but it has made a lot of people cry apparently.
Yeah, it's very touching.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it in a while. I think I'll go re-listen to it. The lyrics came really quickly. I literally wrote them in like 25 minutes.
Wow.
I had a very clear vision. There were some really cool bits. My favorite line in that song is actually, "My navigation system's broken." That's like the coolest line in the song for me. Yeah, it's a cool song. Thank you for bringing it up, and I'm happy it touched you.
Thank you.
I'm very grateful for that. Thank you.
We got a couple more questions from people in the chat.
Let's go!
Mark has one more question
Sure.
from Liminal Dawn.
Mark, you're the man.
He says, "Oh, I'm definitely a fan now. Guitar all day for me as well. Love the accent and tattoos. Can I get one more question? How do you come up with the hooks in a chorus? I'll be playing you guys all night."
We call it in my camp, we call hunting it down. We hunt down hooks like it is a religion to us. All we ever do is talk about the hook. Why isn't there a hook there? The hook isn't good enough. The hook isn't big enough. So we just submit, and the best idea wins. Did you guys notice the keyboard line in Rosalie at the beginning? Na, 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 na. You know that bit, Doug?
Yeah, I've only listened to that song 3,000 times.
Okay, so the
First time you
keyboard,
said it to me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
so the keyboard part in the front of Rosalie, it had nothing at the beginning, and I was like, friggin' Bruce Springsteen with his "Born in the USA" keyboard part, right?
Yes.
To me, that's yeah. And that's up there with that. The only other thing that's up there is with that is "Jump," right? So
Dun, dun,
exactly.
dun, dun. Yeah. No, I don't know that song at all.
I love that one.
So I get it out. I was heading over to the studio, and just before I left, I went up my piano, and I started going, "I got to find a hook like that," and that's where I came up with the hook for Rosalie. So yes, Mark, it is the gentleman I'm speaking to.
Yes,
from
Mark
Liminal Dawn.
McIntosh.
Mark,
Let me just
McIntosh.
Mark, if you are going to dive into the Playhouse catalog, I strongly urge you start with Dancing at Funerals, but prepare yourself, put headphones on, don't let anybody near you for about an hour, and just listen to this album. You will be hooked.
Cry
and you
fest.
will definitely understand the whole Playhouse vibe.
We have
but
one
Mark, before you listen to our album "Dancing at Funerals," the first Playhouse song you should listen to that will kind of give you a bit of the whole story is a song called "On Fire." Listen to that one first,
The
and then
first
listen
one
to
I
Dancing.
heard
On
was
Fire?
the first one I heard was Champagne.
I sent
Damn!
on a Spotify mixtape when we first started. Like
That was
seeing
my
each other.
introduction to Playhouse, and I fell in love with the song right away.
Really?
There's actually a story behind that
Yeah.
song that
There's a
lot of
pretty quickly. I'll tell the story about Champagne since we see like that song. So I was drinking a bottle of wine with my bass player, and there was an acoustic guitar, and he started playing it, and I was a bit drunk, and I'm just dancing around the wine, singing Champagne, whatever the melody is.
Were you
And we
singing
recorded-
to your wine bottle?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think the wine bottle was singing to him.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So we recorded on the phone. We never thought anything of it again. A year goes by, and Kevin, our producer, when we were about to start Dancing at Funerals, he said, "I want to hear everything, like even the worst thing you have." So out of the 50 songs we presented him, there's this recording of me and Danny drunk doing this Champagne thing. And Kevin, and as we're sitting in the recording studio, I'm literally saying out loud, "Yeah, that's never going to happen in a million years on this record.
Well, I'm glad
Never
you
happening." Just skip over it. And Kevin Simpson was just like, that's a hit. I'm like, bro, you don't understand what I just said. That is not on this album. So now this album took 11 months to make. For the first 4 months, they're trying to like start working on the song. I'm like, yeah, I told you guys, it's not happening. In the 6 months, they finally convinced me, and I was very reluctant. So I went and I finished the lyrics, and now it's a hit.
Well, thank
Champagne.
you to whomever bullied Peter Cat into doing this song because
Everyone did.
and I love it, and it got me hooked on Playhouse from the beginning.
Well, I can tell you this, that John and I from RFL were also very much on the pro Champagne team there, and Peter's like, this to me is like, it doesn't belong here. And that, Mark, as I reiterate the different vibes this album has, you go from emotion to emotion, song after song after song. There's heartache, there's love, there's happiness, there's absolute sadness, all in one. Again, it's one of my favorite albums I've ever heard, and that's saying a lot.
And I gotta say, Vampires is like one of my personal favorites. But we do have another question
So,
from Alicia Harbo.
Oh yeah, that's
hi, Alicia.
Who was your biggest Thrasher? Sorry about that.
He knows there's a cat in the house.
Okay. Who was your biggest influence as a vocalist and a musician?
As a vocalist, there'd be two. Not anymore, but they were there's three, actually four. Bono from U2, John Bon Jovi, Gene Simmons, and Paul Stanley.
That's why you guys get along so well.
Oh, there's Kiss stories that we both share.
I don't want to hear about your guys' Kiss stories.
Not kissing. That's different. We don't talk about that on the internet.
But as I grew older, now I love guys like Bon Scott, Robert Plant, Freddie Mercury. I mean, one of my all-time favorite singers is actually John Fogerty.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
His voice is like made for rock and roll. John Fogerty. I mean, and I'm a huge CCR fan, so.
And I heard he still kicks ass live too.
Yeah, I've never seen him live. Though I'm going to go see AC/DC in about 2 months from now.
Right on.
For the 7th time.
Thank you, Alicia, for that question.
Yes.
Thank you, Alicia. Don't do drugs.
So okay, I got hooked into, I got introduced into Playhouse. It was the when you came back in the 2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back earlier. What album would you suggest for me in the earlier? Should I be checking out to hear, to learn more about your music from back in the day?
I think the album you should listen to is None.
None.
None?
None.
Is that a nut with a G?
Just don't do it. Don't do it, Doug. Just
Don't do it.
I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Okay, so no, seriously. Our first album was there's potential in our first album.
The first album you were proud of, maybe?
No.
No. Okay.
Not even close.
Are you kidding? Back in those days when those guys put an album out, they were fucking proud of it. They were proud to get something.
No, I wasn't of the first one. Actually, on day one of the vocals of that first album, I was going to quit the band. I'm like, I can't do this. And my bass player Danny talked me down. And I must say the vocals on the vocals on our first album are so shit. So no,
Can
no
I
problem.
ask a question? And
Yeah.
I know I've asked this to you, in a private chat before. Will there ever be a chance for people to hear those two and have
Yes.
those your first
Yes.
two albums actually re-released so
Yeah.
people can get
I'll,
the whole history of the band? Because was
well,
it 88, 89 when
the
those?
first album came out 88, second album came out 90, and then the third album came out 2017. So,
Are
um,
these all under Playhouse or a different name?
Oh, it was
no,
Playhouse.
it's all playoffs.
Playhouse.
Our third album was demoed. It's called Fun and Games. It's actually a full album, 9 songs that most people haven't heard. But let's go back to that time. We were high school buddies. Uh, Started the band, I think I was 17, with Danny and KK and Eric and back then Vern. And yeah, we were learning. And I wasn't a singer. I was just, I'll do the job and I can write the melodies. And so I wouldn't say it's a great album, but I'd like you to listen to it. I mean,
I'll
and
definitely
then
listen to
you,
it. Yes.
yeah, it's there's one song on there that's pretty damn good called "Too Late to Cry," which is a ballad. That was kind of like our second breakout single. Our second album, Tongue Tied and Twisted, with unofficially, officially has sold over 11,000 copies. Sounds like a slightly dirtier version of Poison.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, with some really catchy songs. However, lyrically, are you guys still there? Can you see me?
No,
Yeah.
you're gone.
You're gone.
Your voice is there, but the lights went out. You didn't pay your electric bill.
Lights went out in bright.
I think Peter was telling us our time was up.
He's like, okay.
You've asked me enough questions. I need some rum. Fuck
Any
y'all.
more questions, and you guys have to pay me.
And that's right.
Yeah, the second album is kick ass in terms of everything you want from the 80s, but lyrically, no, thank you. And that's why we don't play those songs because the band kind of wants to do a couple of those songs, but I've been blocking it for years just because I can't sing those lyrics anymore. Me personally, yeah, they were cheesy.
So you look back on say you take to me a masterpiece of
Mhm.
dancing at funerals, and you compare it to the first two.
Yeah,
Obviously, life happens. You grow older. You by the time you guys put it was 2022 when you guys put
dancing.
dancing at funerals out.
Mhm.
You had an entire life. You guys had taken a break from the band for a while. I mean, those, I don't know, those songs just, to me, will always be like if someone says, when you think of Playhouse, what do you think of? And like, that has to be the one for me. Not that the other ones aren't great, but
Honestly, I'm happy you're saying that to me. I've never actually, I don't think I've ever properly just sat there and read the lyrics, to be honest. Maybe I should go read them because a lot of people have been telling me that. And I sing the lyrics, I wrote the lyrics, but I don't think I've ever just sat there and read them. So maybe there is something.
yeah, and sometimes you don't remember them. When we were having all that fun with those AI videos,
That was
every
awesome.
AI video we made was centered around Playhouse
Oh,
lyrics.
yeah.
You would say, I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some cool lyrics. I saw some lyrics the other day and I was like, wow, how did you write that?
So I have to take a two-second break, but when I come back, I want you to tell one of the infamous Playhouse stories, and you probably know which one I'm talking about.
That's just in time for another question.
Okay,
Get
I'll
the
be
hell out of
All
here.
right. Okay.
It's another question by Mark. Thank you, Mark, for being such a big participant in tonight's interview. Okay, the question is, how do you feel about where music is going these days? You experienced grunge, new metal, etc. How will AI change things, in your opinion, for better or worse?
Okay, so AI is going to change everything. It's going to change music. It's going to change the world. I think in about 50 years, most new content will be AI written and performed. Um, but I think that people still playing pure music or who are still creating on their own by their talent on an instrument or singing, I think they'll be revered, they'll be special. Um, and I think people pay a lot of money to go see that because um, it'll be something that would be like seeing a classical show opposed to what's happening in the current state. But unfortunately, Mark, I'm starting to realize that AI is going to take over everything. Absolutely everything.
Wow.
So you think the independent artist will be like the cover band is now? People pay more to see the cover band.
Correct. That's a great way of putting it. That's exactly what it
Which is
is.
very, very unfortunate because all the great musicians are dying off and we need more greats, which
Agreed.
you are a great
Well,
Peter Cat.
I wouldn't say that, but
I would.
thank you. Thank you, Misty.
What do they mean?
It's sad. There's when it comes to AI, there's nothing really to say, but they're just going to take over everything, and you know, it is what it is, right? So, um, I hope that live music stays alive somehow, but
AI cannot perform live,
it will be able to.
will it?
50 years
Well,
from, oh,
yeah,
of course,
just ask Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley when they
exactly.
do the Icons thing. That's going to be all animated.
Yeah,
Brought back Tupac and the
But
whole.
the good thing is
image
I
thing.
hear they're actually in the studio recording new songs for. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this because I've been a Kiss fan. No matter who was in the band, no matter what they had makeup on or not, people have always been diehard fans. Have always been really bitchy about what they do, and you don't want to see a 70-something-year-old Paul Stanley with a bad voice. Guess what? You get to see them living on forever. AI to me is like, I see both sides of it. And for me, I had a lot of fun making AI videos. I have not a lot of time to do ads and stuff. So I use AI to do ads and stuff. I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay, AI to me is like porn, but the real thing is always better.
Well, of course, but
Straight up.
I can't draw a fucking stick figure to save my life. So if I can
It's a beautiful idea,
if
but
I-
the real thing is better.
if I can make an ad for one of my shows in 30 seconds by telling AI what I want it to do, I'm going to do it.
Okay,
Now-
there's something I want to know that's not AI related. What I want to know is who's the lady in the video?
it's very-
good question, Rock Dog.
it's
Thank you,
just
Mark, for your question, by the way.
thank you, Mark. Yes, thank you. Sorry, we didn't forget about you. I was thinking about you in the back of my mind. That's just a friend, a very nice, beautiful person, beautiful soul. Her name is Rebecca Grams, and we're just good friends. We know each other through social media. I thought she'd be perfect for the part. There's no romantic thing happening there. It's just she never acted before, and I hate acting, so
I thought y'all did a
yeah.
good job.
I'm going to tell you something. That video cost about $150 to make. I did it
Yeah,
myself.
that's because he had to pay me $150 to have my voice at the beginning of it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Still waiting on
that's the truth, though. Actually, so hope you
That's a
check out
great
the
video.
what?
It's a great video.
It is.
Yeah, it's very cool. It came out pretty much. I had I had a vision. It wasn't really scripted. I knew where I wanted to film it. I knew the video I want to compare it to, which was "Lonely All Nights" by John Cougar Mellencamp,
I thought so.
and yeah, it came out nice. I'm kind of happy about it, considering I did it myself. I don't need to hire anyone else to do videos. So, there's
And my
that.
final question I got for you is: when people hear Rosalie 50 years from now, what do you hope they remember about the song and about Peter Cat?
Um, Not so much me as I would like them to remember love is never lost. That's basically the message. Love is never lost. So it's a simple message, and hopefully that still transcends 50 years from now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for answering
Thank,
all my questions. I appreciate it.
thank
And
you
thank
for
you for your
having me
time.
here. I appreciate you. Yeah.
I need to ask a question before we close this out.
All right, buddy.
You know what I'm gonna ask you to tell the people who may not have seen an interview with you or Playhouse and don't know the story of the near almost didn't happen when you guys got to open for Extreme back in the early 90s when they were just getting to, I believe they were on their first major tour with ZZ Top, and
Sure.
and they had an off night in Montreal, and these guys almost didn't get to open for them.
So Extreme were that summer. Their song "More Than Words" had gotten #1 worldwide, and they were touring with ZZ Top, and they had 4 days off. So they booked a club gig in Montreal. It's about a 1,800 seater, and they announced the show 3 days before they actually played. And obviously, every band in town was trying to get the opening slot. And as the story goes, my bass player was at the club the night before the show at about 2 in the morning. And the owner of the club came up to him and just whispered in his ear, "You guys got the gig. Get ready."
Wow.
And that was it. So my bass player left the venue, got home, woke up really early in the morning, I guess around 7, 8, and no cell phones back then, no internet, no.
Right.
Now he has to reach 4 guys and a road crew. And I got the first notice of the call around 2:30 in the afternoon when I woke up. Although my girlfriend at the time, she was like, "Wake up, Danny's on the phone. It sounds super urgent." And I got on the phone and he just said, "Dude, get your ass down to the sound check or open up for the street." But then that kind of call went through the whole camp. But then we couldn't find our guitarist Eric, and
The Freak.
yeah, this is the reason they call him the Freak. Anyways, long story short, around 5:15 in the evening, 2 hours before the gig, he got the call, and we opened up for Extreme in front of 2,000 people, and when they announced us on stage, they said, "Please welcome from Florida, Playhouse." And we're like, "We'll take that. We'll take it." The crowd went nuts because, hey, this American band, Playhouse.
Hey, if you guys sucked, you'd be some band from Florida. Who gives a shit?
Now I'm wondering if there's people looking for a Playhouse from Florida.
Is there any video out there of that show that in existence?
No, just a poster. The show was epic. It was absolute. I don't remember it, but actually, someone who was sitting in who was standing in third row. I saw I don't know who this person was or I couldn't remember, but they were at the show and they told me everything that happened. Like, dude, I was there, and they just told me the whole night or the whole time we were on stage. I don't remember a thing
Wow.
of that day. It's a blank. I do remember though, because it's a quite a huge stage, and underneath the stage, there's kind of like a pre backstage to go on stage. And 5 minutes before we're going to go on, and remember, all our vocals you ever hear Playhouse, we have like Bon Jovi, Def Leppard vocals. So um, the guy, the Extreme had watched our sound check. I know Nuno did, and maybe Gary did too. We watched theirs. Um, and just before we went on stage, the roadie came down and said, "You have no backup mics." And there was 5 singers in the band.
Oh
It was,
wow.
yeah. He said, "You guys are not getting any backup mics." And that was it. I went out by myself and I did it.
Wow.
Go
That's
Extreme.
crazy. They just didn't want to go through the trouble of it, or
It's business. It's the music business. It's not the music friendship. So
they didn't want you guys to sound that good.
exactly. I have another Warren story like that. So Warren and whoever were Poison, I think, yeah, Warren and Poison were playing one of the arenas down here. And there was a huge after party, and we were the band that night for the after party. And there was a whole VIP section for Poison and Warren. So obviously, us being the band of the night, we were allowed to go into the VIP with them. And that guy Turner, the guy in Warren's, his last name is
Eric
Turner.
Turner, the guitar, one of the guitarists.
So I give him obviously, I'm like, here's our tape, bro. We're gonna open up for you. We're gonna tour with you. Obviously, I'm trying to sell the band. So the dude takes the tape and he looks at it, and he looks at me dead serious, and he goes, "Thanks, dude. This is how we write our songs."
Oh shit, that's
Shit.
insane.
And I went blank. I was like, what the F did you say?
So you
Thanks.
guys, so you guys actually wrote Cherry Pie then?
Yeah.
Peter wrote that on a couch in 4 minutes.
That's yeah. There's there's a couple stories like that, but all in good fun, right?
The extreme one's always great, and usually when Danny's in the interview too, he throws his whole, because he's the one trying to track everybody down, and like he said,
Yeah.
there's no cell phones there, and
Yeah.
where the fuck is Eric? We got like 2 hours to go, and where the fuck is everybody?
I got a great Eric story. This will be my last story of the night, guys. So here we go.
Dun, dun,
Our
dun.
second album, yeah. Our second album, the one I told you that sold 11,000 copies, Tongue Tied and Twisted. So there was a big release launch party, and the band was going to play, and it was sold out, and our fans were excited. So a bunch of fans rented a limousine, and because we weren't on tour yet for that album, so it was the first show of the tour. We're all at home. So the fans rented a limousine, a couple of fans, and picked us up each at our houses to drive us down to the venue to play our launch party. So now there's the band in the limousine with about 10 girls. Everyone's partying in the limousine. And as we're 3 blocks away, like we're downtown, we can see the venue. Some people are like, I need cigarettes, I need this. So we pull over to a convenience store. And people start piling out of the limousine to go into the store to buy their cigarettes. And Eric doesn't get out of the car. And most of the band didn't get out of the car. I don't think any of us did. And the girl slammed the door. the girl slammed the door on his fingers.
Oh no!
But not for a second, for like 10 seconds.
The lead guitarist too.
Oh
Lead
man!
guitarist.
So everyone's screaming. She opens the door, and 4 of his fingers are flattened.
Like a cartoon.
I know it's unfunny, but damn, it's funny. Long story short, I put this whole hat in a bucket of ice for like an hour, so we had to go on. And he actually did the gig. So
Wow.
So he was still actually able to play.
yeah, well, it wasn't actual. It was like, bro, there's no fucking way we're canceling. Excuse my French. I'm French.
That is not a French word. That's German, I think.
No, actually, a seal. I'm gonna teach you a French word. A seal in French is called here. Wait for it. Fuck. So every time they would say that in school in French, all the English kids would start laughing. Teacher would be going, the fuck this and the fuck that. So now you learn a French word. A seal is a fuck. Guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for having me. It was fun.
So, just in case any of you were following any of the AI shenanigans for what we did this for several months, we found Peter Cat. Finally.
I hope so, 'cause he's right there.
No, I never actually saw the conclusion of that.
No, we never got to do them because that fucking AI thing crashed and they went under. But my favorite one to this day was the vampire one. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
That one was really good, actually.
Yeah, we had fun with that.
Yeah, a nice run.
It was my ritual at bedtime. We'd be sitting there at bed, and she's looking at me, and I'm just laughing my fucking ass off. And she's like, "What is so funny?" And I'm like, "You gotta see this." And that one right there, to this day, I still like just the thought of Dracula.
I have it on my phone. I still have the clip on my
Blah blah
phone.
blah.
I'm surprised you didn't put them all together for one big compilation.
You know what? I'm thinking because I have them. Moved them all, or at least most of them, to a Dropbox. I think maybe it's time to try to put them together in a compilation story.
In chronological order.
And even the blooper ones that didn't make it.
Oh,
But you know what, Eric? You know what Eric wants to do at our show? He wants to start the show off with the film "Where's Peter Cat?" And take all those clips and put them together, and then show them for like 5 minutes.
And then you
And
gotta
then
have a song called "Here I Am."
So I remember the first one I made. And that's how that particular app worked. I just get a crazy idea in my head. And the first one is Eric Lucier, my brother up there, and I running, and a million cats chasing us, and through Montreal, and we come to a stop, and I believe it was Eric that says, "Seriously, dude, where is Peter Cat?" And all these cats are just, and I'm like, I'm onto something with this. I'm just gonna make Peter Cat goes missing, and we have to find him.
It was so good, and it was good up until I really appeared in person. Then it was like, yeah, it was fun when I couldn't see myself, you know.
Oh no, they got better when we were all the three of us did stupid shit.
Yeah, that was a whole different thing, though. That was like
the when we're clogging and our boots catch on fire.
Oh, that was great.
And those strings start like.
Yeah, I was
Going across the
way
floor.
out ahead.
Yeah, we had.
Okay. I want to say goodnight to you guys. Thank you so much for this
Yeah,
opportunity.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Peter.
I want to thank you and Rock Dog for hanging in because it's we're West Coasters here, so
I'm
it's,
chopped liver. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
thanking them for hanging with us because they're on the East Coast.
Well, I'd just like to thank Mark and Alicia and Figo and everybody out there for watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And thank you for all the questions and interacting with us. Peter Cat, it's been a pleasure. Finally,
Thank
to
you,
talk
Doug.
to
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Misty. Thank you.
everyone. Have a good night, and we thank you, Doug. Final words.
Go watch the YouTube video, the actual full-on official video of Rosalie dropped today. I know we teased you with a lyric video that was great, but this is the real deal. Follow, go watch it, share it. Let's make this fucking thing go viral, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Good
Appreciate
night,
it.
everyone.
Peace.
Honestly.